Reacher's Alan Ritchson to headline high-octane action movie from Expand4bles director. It's official. Reacher star Alan Ritchson is Hollywood's newest obsession. The actor has just booked his latest project, an action movie titled Runner, which will be directed by Expand4bles Scott Waugh. According to Deadline, Ritchson will portray a high-end courier who has 3 hours to transport an organ to save a 7-year-old girl in need of an immediate transplant. The seemingly simple mission turns deadly when the leader of a notorious crime syndicate becomes hell-bent on claiming the organ. Production on Runner will begin in March 2025 in London. The movie's screenplay, written by Miles Hubley and Tommy White, appeared on the 2023 Blacklist. Runner, with the driving force of an actor like Alan Ritchson, reminds me of the Tony Scott action films I grew up on in the 90s when character and story were pivotal, and the action was a spectacle, said Waugh in a statement. I couldn't be more excited to direct this super entertaining script and bring the thrilling world of Runner to life, added Jeffrey Greenstein of A Higher Standard, who is handling international sales. Runner is the exact type of film that audiences across the globe crave, a high-octane, entertaining film that also has heart and levity. Alan Ritchson is tailor-made for this role, and he, his action team, and Scott Waugh together will keep you on the edge of your seats on this full-throttle ride. Alan Ritchson is staying booked, and busy. Ritchson's casting in Runner comes less than a month after he signed on to star in and produce Counting Miracles, a film adaptation of Nicholas Sparks's best-selling novel of the same name. The actor is currently in production on the Netflix sci-fi action movie War Machine and is expected to reprise his role as Ames in Fast and Furious 11. As for movies already in the can, fans can look forward to seeing Ritchson soon in the holiday family comedy The Man with the Bag opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger and the action comedy Played opposite the King of Queens alum Kevin James. Despite his film career taking off, Ritchson remains committed to Reacher, which was recently handed a Season 4 renewal from Prime Video. Across 2 seasons, Reacher has become one of Prime Video's most binged original series. The show's upcoming 3rd season is set to premiere in 2025 and is based on the fan-favorite novel, Pursuiter, which finds Jack Reacher going undercover to rescue an informant being held by a haunting foe from his past. Joining Ritchson in Reacher Season 3 will be returning co-star Maria Sten as Frances Neagley, who will soon be the focus of her own Prime Video series. New additions to the cast include Anthony Michael Hall, The Breakfast Club, Sonia Cassidy, The Man Who Fell to Earth, Brian T., Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows, Johnny Berchtold, The Passenger, Roberto Montesinos, Father Stu, Daniel David Stewart, For All Mankind, and Olivia Richter's Black Widow. Alan Ritchson, best known for his role as Jack Reacher in Amazon's Reacher, is set to star in an adrenaline-fueled action film under the helm of Expand4bles director Scott Waugh. The combination of Ritchson's towering screen presence and Waugh's expertise in orchestrating large-scale action sequences promises a cinematic experience packed with thrilling intensity, gritty combat, and high stakes. The rise of Alan Ritchson. Alan Ritchson has steadily built a reputation as a formidable action star. Although his acting career began with roles that showcased his comedic timing, such as Aquaman in Smallville and his stint in Blue Mountain State, it was his portrayal of Jack Reacher that truly cemented his status as an action powerhouse. As Reacher, Ritchson brought an intensity and physicality that won over fans of the book series as well as new viewers. His portrayal was not only faithful to the original character's towering and intimidating persona, but also demonstrated Ritchson's ability to embody complex, stoic heroes. This new project with Scott Waugh is set to leverage all the traits that make Ritchson an appealing action lead. His imposing physique, no-nonsense demeanor, and ability to carry emotionally charged scenes through subtle expressions position him as the ideal fit for an action movie designed to push boundaries and ramp up excitement. But Ritchson isn't just a brawny figure on screen, he brings depth and dimension to his characters, which is why his performances resonate on both an emotional and visceral level. Scott Waugh's signature direction. Scott Waugh is no stranger to high-stakes action. Having directed the 4th installment of the Expend4bles franchise, Expand4bles, and the gritty 2014 film Need for Speed, Waugh has a keen understanding of how to balance story, stunts, and spectacle. His background as a stuntman and stunt coordinator is evident in the action sequences he creates, which are typically marked by an emphasis on practical effects and high-octane realism. Wa's directorial style prioritizes real-world stunts and practical action over CGI-heavy effects. This approach tends to produce immersive, edge-of-your-seat sequences that draw audiences into the heart of the action. His preference for shooting on location and using practical techniques will likely pair well with Ritchson's physicality, offering action scenes that feel raw, impactful, and grounded. What to expect from the film? While plot details for the untitled project remain under wraps, there are strong hints that it will lean into the genre's most beloved elements. A high-concept action thriller with a relentless pace, explosions, and intricate fight choreography. The story is expected to feature Ritchson as a morally complex hero navigating a dangerous world where nothing is as it seems, possibly involving covert operations or rogue missions typical of films helmed by Wa. Given Ritchson's physicality and Wa's commitment to practical stunts, audiences can expect intense hand-to-hand combat scenes, daring chase sequences, and larger-than-life set pieces. Ritchson's ability to perform many of his own stunts, coupled with Wa's reputation for jaw-dropping action sequences, hints at a film that will aim to raise the bar for action thrillers. Both the star and the director are known for pushing their boundaries, and this collaboration will undoubtedly showcase the culmination of their strengths. The film's tone will likely be serious, with just the right touch of humor and humanity to keep the audience invested in the characters beyond the action. Ritchson's ability to convey gravitas while also delivering moments of wry humor, a balance he mastered as Reacher, will be crucial in making his character relatable and engaging. Meanwhile, Wa's mastery of pacing and tension building will ensure that the film moves at a breakneck speed without sacrificing narrative coherence. The evolution of the action hero Alan Ritchson's casting continues a shift in the action genre that's been underway for the past few years. Action stars of the past, such as Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, relied heavily on their larger-than-life personas and brute strength to carry films. Modern action heroes like Ritchson, however, bring a more nuanced performance style to the genre, blending strength with vulnerability and intelligence with brute force. Ritchson's Reacher is emblematic of this evolution. He isn't just a brawler, he's a thinker. He evaluates his surroundings, anticipates his opponent's moves, and uses strategy to win. This intellectual approach to action, combined with the physicality required for such roles, makes Ritchson a compelling star for a modern audience. Viewers no longer simply want a hero who can punch their way out of trouble. They want someone who can outsmart and outmaneuver the enemy as well. A glimpse into the future, this new project with Scott Wa represents the next logical step in Alan Ritchson's ascent within the action genre. With his breakout role in Reacher and his upcoming appearances in major franchise films such as Fast X, Ritchson is quickly becoming one of the most sought-after stars in Hollywood. This new project will likely cement his status as a top-tier action star, further expanding his range and audience appeal. For Scott Wa, the film represents another opportunity to push the boundaries of practical effects and real-world stunts. Known for his ability to get actors directly involved in the action, Wa's latest project could mark another milestone in the evolution of the modern action film, one that emphasizes realism, tension,